Now, it seems like Hopsin's battle with himself is a very much real thing, so yeah, let's talk about it. At the time of me recording this video, a couple hours ago, Hopsin released a new song titled I Don't Want It, and as much as I want to sit here and celebrate this new release by Hop, I can't do that because this is a pretty sad and just depressing song. Let me tell you why. See, Hopsin is one of those rappers who's found success in his own way. He's been an independent rapper his entire career, of course apart from when he was signed to Ruthless, but for the most part, he's been independent. He's done multiple worldwide tours. As a result of him being independent, the financial gain because of this has been amazing for him because every single dollar that comes in either gets invested directly into his own career or of course it goes into his own pocket. He's also built a very rock solid fan base, and just overall Hopsin is the kind of rapper who a lot of other rappers most likely envy. I mean, he's in a very blessed position. He has millions coming in every single year while still not having to sacrifice parts of him as an artist, aka sell out. We all know that a lot of other artists just aren't that blessed, let's keep it real. I'm mentioning all this because this new song that he dropped kind of makes me realize that none of that shit even matters because Hopsin is currently battling himself.
It started way back then when I was a kid at first. Niggas bullied me when they saw that I was an introvert.
This track is almost like a confession of some sort because if you've been following Hopsin very closely for some time now, then you might know that things have been on the up and up for him. For example, a couple weeks ago he put up this photo right here of him with his son that he's been separated from for some time now, so that's a very big W. This is important because from the outside at least, it just didn't seem like Hopsin felt this way.
Months later my girl told me she's pregnant. This was something I never expected. Her and I weren't on good terms at the time, man, it was hectic.
You know, sometimes you just gotta take a step back and figure it all out. It seems like that's where Hopsin currently is, despite all of his external blessings that we see as fans. It seems like his mental state and just on an internal level, he's looking for answers and he's still not okay.
I'm begging on my fucking knees like, God, please help me cause I can't fucking breathe. I'm trying to smile but pain is cutting deep.
I'm really rooting for Hopsin. He's had an extremely hard time in hip-hop to the point where he's been considered one of the black sheeps in this genre. Of course, a lot of the hate did come from Hopsin doing things like dissing so many rappers and distancing himself from hip-hop because he himself wanted to. At the core though, I think this is one of those artists who actually wants the best for people. I mean, yes, his approach to discussing some societal issues hasn't really been the optimal approach, but just analyzing Hopsin as a whole, I think he's always had good intentions. Judging from this new song that he dropped, it's very obvious that he won't be dropping any new music for some time now. That's what he said at the beginning of the track, and the response, by the way, has been great. His fans have been extremely supportive since most of them want to see Hopsin succeed and become the greatest version of him, and I think this was the right decision. I mean, how the hell can you pretend like everything is okay when it's not? Let me just say this, man. Hopsin has, you know, quote unquote clout, but man, that shit does not matter, bro. Trust me when I say this. The whole fame, the money, none of that shit matters when, you know, he's not feeling good, because you do not feel the feelings of your bank account, you feel how you actually feel. And I say that to say this. So at the beginning of the song, he made a comparison between himself and Robin Williams, who of course in 2014 committed suicide, and Hop was alluding to the fact that he himself was getting to that point. Now, I really don't know if this was an over exaggeration and analogy for him desperately trying to find himself, but you know, regardless of that, I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm rooting for Hopsin. Often people get the encouragement and love they deserved when they're gone. We've seen this happen with countless of rappers after they die. You already know what I'm talking about. They get hundreds and thousands of followers on their social medias after they die and can't smell the flowers anymore. Very recently, this exact thing happened to a young man by the name of Hella Sketchy. He was a young rapper who was coming up, and you know, very recently, unfortunately, we lost him because of drugs. But the saddest part about this is the fact that he had, if I'm not mistaken, around 40,000 followers before he died, and then now, do you know how many followers he's sitting at right now? Over 100,000 followers. But where was that love when he was alive? Obviously, I understand why this happens, and you know, really, it's just one of those things that's kind of sad. So yeah, Hopsin, bro, if you're watching this by any chance, keep your head up, man. A lot of people want to see you win. You've worked your whole life to get everything you have right now, and at this point, the only thing that's holding you back from your true happiness is yourself. Hopefully, the next time I make a video on him, things are looking better for Hopsin.